Well, LA's top cop is keeping his job. Chief Michel Moore will be serving another term.
That's right, Pat. Today, the LA Police Commission reappointed Chief Moore to a second 5-year term, but Moore says he'll only serve part of it. KCAL News political reporter Tom Wade joins us now with these major developments. Tom.
And Juan and Pat, I don't think this was surprising to a lot of people. This was expected. So Moore is a 40-year veteran of the department, appointed by former Mayor Eric Garcetti. And while Moore will get his second term, he plans to leave before it's over.
Chief Moore, I want to congratulate you on gaining the confidence of the commission.
LAPD Chief Michel Moore winning the unanimous vote of the Board of Police Commissioners for another 5-year term.
My promise going forward, my commitment is to lead this organization as I have in my first term, and that is to build on the community trust and build on community safety.
Moore also promised to work on officer wellness and accountability.
We have to also call out. We have to name it, we have to acknowledge it, and we need to hold accountable those that violate any type of, whether it be racism, discrimination.
On Monday, LA Mayor Karen Bass sent a letter to the commission expressing her support for Moore's reappointment, adding she and the chief have agreed to continuing and expanding police reform, which include increased community policing and expanding alternative response measures and increased recruitment of reform-minded officers. Mayor Bass addressed her concerns about reforms with us last Friday in the wake of the killing of Tyree Nichols after a confrontation with police in Memphis.
It's not just a matter of training. People always talk about training. It's about leadership of the department. I don't care how much training you have. If you don't have a leader that is willing to hold people accountable, willing to lead with transparency, we're going to continue to see these incidents.
The decision comes just weeks after LAPD officers used a taser multiple times on Keenan Anderson during a hit-and-run investigation in Venice. Anderson died several hours later at the hospital. 2 other men also died during that same week after encounters with LAPD officers. Those incidents are among the reasons why Black Lives Matter LA opposed Moore's appointment to a second term.
After LAPD officers killed these 3 men, these 3 fathers, these 3 sons, community members, Chief Moore got on national television and assassinated their characters, attempted to assassinate their characters. Karen Bass should be holding him accountable by at least refusing to reappoint him.
Professor of Politics Fernando Guerra points out Chief Moore does not intend to serve a full second term, which also may have been a factor.
I believe he's not only the safest bet, but he's probably the best bet given the potentials. If not Michel Moore, who? And that's a major question that the mayor had to think about over the long term. And especially the fact that he committed that he wouldn't serve the 5 years, it will give her, once she is much more settled in, once she has her own 5 commissioners on the board, to make the choice for the next police.
All right, we reached out to Chief Moore for comment. We were told he'll be speaking tomorrow, and Moore told the LA Times earlier this month he would only serve 2 or 3 years, meaning he would be gone before the start of the 2028 Olympics. So kind of, I think this played a factor into how this all played out.
Well, because that article you were quoting from the LA Times, apparently they were quoting him as saying that I would agree to a lesser term, if I'm reappointed, because that's how much he wants to be reappointed.
Exactly, and I think it, as we were discussing, it gives Karen Bass a chance to put her mark on the city in that way with the chief of police.
All right, well, we'll see. We'll hear from the chief tomorrow.
That's right, exactly. He has 2 press conferences.
All right, Tom, thank you so much.